You know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had installed.
10 most popular American conspiracy theories. Number 10, the Holocaust did not happen. You would think there's no doubting a well-documented historical fact of 6 million Jews being exterminated by German Nazis in the recent past, supported by thousands of photos, films and first-hand accounts. But there are some people who believe the Holocaust did not happen. Only about 54% of the world's population has heard of the Holocaust, according to a large 100-country survey by the Anti-Defamation League, and only a third of those who've heard of it believe the Holocaust is portrayed correctly. Given political realities, it's not a surprise that only 8% of responders in the Middle East heard of the Holocaust and believed its description was true. Number 9, chemtrails. Another conspiracy theory mainstay. This idea says that the trails you can spot in the sky behind planes are actually chemtrails, some kind of chemical sprayed by the government to control the population. Of course, the trails are just chemtrails, created by the combination of vapor from the plane's engine combined with low temperatures at night altitudes. FDA is withholding the cure for cancer. This idea maintains that the FDA and Big Pharma have actually figured out how to cure cancer a while back, but are not making the medicine available. While Big Pharma has not made itself many friends among the public, there is no evidence that such a vast conspiracy is possible, as it would require the participation of thousands if not millions of people in both for-profit and non-profit sectors. It makes more sense that selling the cure would actually make more money. It's also hard to believe that these evil medical professionals would not use the cures on themselves and their families, a fact that would likely come to light eventually. Number 7. The moon landing was faked. One of the most significant scientific and political achievements of the last century, landing on the moon, often comes under attack. Some people believe that the landing did not happen and its appearance was orchestrated by NASA, American government, as part of the Cold War, to raise national pride and one-up the arch-rival Soviet Union. Supporters of the idea point to such things as the flag appearing to move in photos from the moon, something that should not happen as there is no wind in space. This was disproved by pointing out that the flag only appears to move during the moment of unfurling, something which would happen even without wind. Number 6. Aliens are contacting us. A variety of events come under the rubric of beliefs in alien contact. Among these are mysteries like the alleged 1947 crash of a flying saucer in Roswell, New Mexico. The ensuing government cover-up of that incident supposedly links to Area 51, a top-secret military base where experimental research is carried out, giving rise to rumors that the studies are actually on aliens and their technology. Believing in UFOs is definitely one of the most widespread alternative beliefs, with ongoing explorations of the topic and cultural products and a steady stream of first-person claims that are spread through the internet. Number 5. JFK assassination. 51% of Americans believed that there was a conspiracy behind the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in a large national survey in 2013. The popularity of this particular theory stems from the horrific murder in 1963 of President Kennedy and the subsequent lack of a clear, satisfying explanation for who was really behind it. While the shooter Lee Harvey Oswald got the official blame, parties as divergent as the CIA, KGB, or the mob have been implicated in the public consciousness. The particulars of the theory focus on analyzing whether there was just one gunman and if more shots were fired than officially claimed. Number 4. Lizard people aka reptilians are running the world. This is a very sci-fi variation on secret groups controlling us, famously championed by David Icke, a professional conspiracy theorist from Britain, who is also a big player in the Truther movement. The idea also has support from 12 million Americans, according to a 2013 national survey. What they believe is that the top echelon of our government is actually controlled by shape-shifting reptilian aliens, who have been lording power over humans to make them into mindless slaves for their own purposes. Number 3. The attacks on September 11th were an inside job. A community of truthers has emerged around the idea that the terrorist attacks on September 11th were actually orchestrated by the U.S. government. They believe the Bush administration had advanced knowledge of the attacks and allowed them to happen so they could invade Iraq and advance their agenda. The truthers claim that jet fuel from the planes was not enough to melt the steel beams of the World Trade Center towers, which were actually brought down by a controlled demolition. This theory was, of course, widely debunked but continues to live on. One reason for the idea's longevity is that historical facts did prove that the war in Iraq was justified using incorrect information about the supposed existence of weapons of mass destruction. Number 2. President Obama wasn't born in the US and may be a secret Muslim. This untrue proposition was famously championed by the current President Donald Trump. The theory that Obama was actually born in Kenya and is not a natural-born citizen, and thus ineligible for U.S. presidency, was used to delegitimize President Obama, despite Obama producing a long-form birth certificate to placate the doubters, showing that he was born in Hawaii to a Kenyan father and an American mother. 72% of Republicans in a 2016 NBC News SurveyMonkey poll still expressed skepticism about the president's place of birth. Another aspect of this conspiracy alleges that Obama is actually a Muslim. Although he is a very well-documented Christian, this idea is fueled by Obama living with his Muslim father as a baby and speaks to the anti-Muslim fears stoked by politicians and talk show hosts. Number 1. Secret group controlling world. This conspiracy proposes that a secret group called the Illuminati has been really controlling the world and is looking to create a one-world government. Their end goal is supposedly to create the New World Order, which will dissolve national boundaries and people's identities, while allowing for total authoritarian control. A version of this theory also sees other groups in a similar position of world domination: the Freemasons, the Jewish people, the Bilderberg Group, or the globalists that are often invoked in right-wing media outlets like Alex Jones and Breitbart News. President Trump himself mentions globalists and invokes fighting against insidious elites.
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I have.